Hey folks, Polaris here. Today's finally the day that we get the new wave of Amiibos for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm going to be filming just a tad bit, probably a little bit faster, a little bit different, just because I don't have the space currently. We're still in the process of moving again now, but as soon as we get the whole new place set up and everything, I will have more time to do thorough unboxings and everything like that. But you know, this one will just be a little bit faster just to get through everybody. So, and I'm super excited to get them out of the box as well and check them out and throw them on Super Smash Bros. As well and get them trained up so that way we can see requests with these 3 new Amiibos. So without further ado, let's check them out. And I think I'm going to start off with Squirtle. I'm going to do him first. And he looks really cool. I like his packaging. It's really nice. So let's get him out of the box here. Let's open him up. There. And with this one, with Ivysaur and Squirtle being released, we now have the full line of Pokemon Trainer Amiibos, which is really cool. So, and in general, we are only one Pokemon Amiibo away from the entire set in Super Smash Bros., and that will be Incineroar, and I can't wait until he comes out. So, alright, there is Squirtle out of the box there. Oh, dropping Squirtle already. Man, he looks cool. He's a little bit on the wide side, which is pretty cool, because you never really see, like, how wide Squirtle really is, which is really, really cool. This nice shell is, actually, his shell is really shiny. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. It's a nice breakaway of color. And it's just a shiny front, and then the back is, let's see if I can get a better light here. There we go. A shiny front, and then the back is, or the back is shiny and the front is like a matte color, which is cool. That's really neat. I really dig him. Oh. So much happiness going on with Squirtle. I love him so much. Scale doesn't exist in the line of Super Smash Bros. Amiibo anymore. Like, he's actually pretty tall. So, really, really cool there. So, there is Squirtle. Next up, we've got Ivysaur, which I think out of the 3, he was the one that I was looking forward to the most. And funny enough, when it comes to Pokemon, when it came to Gen 1, growing up, I had Pokemon Blue, and eventually got Red and Yellow and so forth. And because of the titles of the game, I chose Charmander. Eventually, when I started playing the games on Pokemon Stadium, I started choosing Squirtle. But I have always been an admirer of the Bulbasaur line. So, even though I am a fan of fire Pokemon, I've always been a fan of the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur line of Pokemon. I just think they're really, really cool. Oh, they're super unique. And I really, oh man, he is so cool. I love him so much. The colors are really, really cool in terms of the vines. There's so much detail on the leaf, the little markings on there and everything. Even on the bulb itself, I don't know if you can tell, the bulb on the inside is yellow, which is really, really cool. The bulb itself has a really cool effect. That's really nice. It puts my Ivysaur Amiibo definitely to shame. So, there's my Ivysaur Amiibo that I used, that I had the Pokemon Trainer leaf on in the beginning. Yeah, it definitely puts it to shame. Like, this is, man, 10 out of 10, this one. I think he will be my favorite in the line of this wave. I love him so much. He's super cool looking. So there is Ivysaur. I'll set him aside here. And then last but not least, super excited to see him finally in form. It's actually quite exciting to see all of the Amiibo that are not Nintendo based in here, because I know it's probably a really big struggle for Sora Limited Games and Nintendo and Sakurai himself to get these licenses from other companies and to strike a deal to make merchandise based off of their game and using their properties. I think it's really, really cool that they did that. And so we got characters like Bayonetta, Sonic, Pac-Man. It's really cool to see a representation of a lot of these characters. Oh man, he is definitely stuck in there. Ooh. All right, let's get him out. Oh man, he is awesome. He is super cool. Like that. Let's see if I can get the light just there. We go, much better. Get the light over on this side over here. Man, he is super cool. Putting his fingers behind his ears for his codec. He's gonna reach out to curdle. Really, really cool. I love it. The detail on there. Man, just everything. His little handgun is there. I'm sorry for the shaky hands. Really, really cool attention to detail on there. Really cool. I was not expecting me to like the Snake one so much. Like I do enjoy the Metal Gear games, I was thinking it's like, oh, it's gonna be cool to have a Snake figure. It'd be really cool, but I wasn't expecting to like him this much. Then again, I probably say that about all Amiibos because I do love all Amiibos. They're really, really cool looking. But there it is, Snake. So yeah, that is the wave of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for these three. I do like how Nintendo is doing it this time around. I do remember the struggles that a lot of people had. I was very fortunate in the past where I didn't have the struggle as much to find Amiibo and get the Amiibo. I know a lot of people in the past had struggles with the waves when they came out. I remember at one point in time I worked at a GameStop, and when one of the waves came out with Robin, Lucina, and DDD and Wario, that wave was pretty much, it was a disaster when it came out because all of the store computers everywhere in the nation like crashed because they were online orders only and everything like that. It was a whole fiasco. I don't want to get into too much detail into it, but just overall in general, pretty much with every retailer and even online and everything like that, Amiibos were semi-hard to get just because there was so many of them that came out in one wave, and Nintendo only produced a certain amount of them, so it made sense for them to produce like more Mario Amiibos as opposed to more Wii Fit Trainer Amiibos because Mario was more popular, and thus that was the struggle with the Holy Trinity, as they called it back in the day, of Villager, Marth, and the Wii Fit Trainer. I like when they make waves like this, when it's just small waves of 3, because even though I had these pre-ordered, I did walk around into the store prior to picking them up, and there was just a bunch of them just sitting there. And even from the prior wave, so Pokemon Trainer Pichu and Isabelle, they still had a lot of them there. So I really like the fact that they're just releasing 3 at a time, so it allows Nintendo to produce a lot of them, allows a lot of people to get their hands on them, and then they're ready for the next wave later on and everything like that. So I thought that was really, really cool. So, and then let me just do a little comparisons here. Just gonna do some group shots just so you can see. There's Pichu right there. Try to put them in frame here. Sorry, like I said, the way that I'm filming this right now, it's kind of all over the place. Get Mewtwo, and you can see right there, right off the bat, Mewtwo is like a 6'3" Pokemon, and Squirtle is nowhere near that size, but they are about the same size. So I find it funny there. So there is no scale in the Super Smash Bros. Line. Here is Red. Looks great. Pikachu. Put Pikachu in frame there. Jigglypuff. And we're just one... Oh, wait, nope. Definitely forgetting Charizard. So, like, Charizard is another example. Like, Ivysaur is crazy, crazy big in comparison to Charizard. And even though Charizard is like a 5'4" Pokemon, and Ivysaur is nowhere near that until his evolution. When he evolves into Venusaur, he's like 6'3" as well, just because of the height of the bulb. He is still big in comparison to Charizard in there. And the same with Squirtle. Like it almost looks like he towers over Charizard, but just slightly. Charizard kind of wins because of the wings and the horns there. So, but still, he should not be that size. But understandable why. It still looks cool. I still love them. They're great. So. Oh, wait, I forgot one more. Pikachu Libre. I'm still not done with him. I still need to paint him, so it's in the process. Just need to find the time to finish Pikachu Libre. So there are those. Another thing with the Ivysaur and the Squirtle amiibo, so let me get all these guys in frame, because then there is this. So as we know, for the fights, what I've been doing is previously... Charizard used to be the Pokemon Trainer Red amiibo, and my Ivysaur, my makeshift Ivysaur amiibo, used to be my Pokemon Leaf amiibo. Then when Pokemon Trainer came out, it eventually came down to Red being the Pokemon Trainer, as is, and Charizard being Leaf. Now it's going to kind of change again. First off, I'm going to try to see if I can get my hands. There is a figurine coming out in Japan of a new Pokemon Wave line of figures that are coming out that are supposed to be in scale with each other. And one of them is a 3-set of Gengar, Clefable, and Leaf. But unfortunately, she does come in this very limited edition pack, and pre-orders are going up, and they've been sold out in various places. And I'm gonna wait just a little while to see if I can get her by herself, because looking at the figure, she looks great. And I really wish they made a female version of the Pokemon trainer. I thought it would have been really, really cool. I do like Leaf a lot as a character. But I was looking at the pictures and the specifications for the size of the figure, and it looks like it's going to be the same size as the Amiibo, which is really, really cool because I can essentially make that into an Amiibo. But that is if I can get my hands on it anytime in the future. So in the meantime, I'm going to switch out Charizard for Ivysaur once again as Leaf. So I'll be training these two again. And it will be a lot easier to train Ivysaur and Squirtle just because of how I've trained Charizard and Red in the past. But what I am going to do is I'm going to replace the Leaf Pokemon Trainer that's in here, and I'm going to make this one the Leaf Pokemon Trainer. So from now on, Ivysaur will be Leaf Pokemon Trainer, and then Red is obviously Red. But what I want to do is I want to ask you guys, and I might do it on the poll as well, is which two should these two be? Since we have 2 more Pokemon Trainer Amiibos. Which 2 should they be? I know we have skins for May, we have skins for Ethan, so we have other skins on there. So which 2 should these be? Let me know in the comments below. It'd be really cool to hear your feedback on there. And I might, like I said, I'll do a poll as well and see. Since there's only a few costumes left that I can use, it'd be perfect to do a poll for these guys. And then the winner on that will just be the Pokemon trainer affiliated with these guys. And I'll make the announcement on the community board as well. And maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put that in a video somewhere as well. So if you want to request that Pokemon trainer, I'll let everybody know that you can request. Charizard will now be this Pokemon trainer, and then Squirtle will be this Pokemon trainer. So that is that for them. And then just another little comparison picture. I just wanted to do a little. I thought it would be really cool. So there's Snake again, and then we've got, Sonic. I do Mega Man, Cloud, Pac-Man, Bayonetta, Ryu, and Ken. So there are all of our third-party Amiibos so far. So with more coming along the way, with Simon and Richter in the future, and then now, obviously, since we know that Banjo and Kazooie have been announced, with Joker and Terry, all those characters are going to come out as Amiibo, and I'm super excited to see them, because once again, these are characters that are not owned by Nintendo, that are getting figurines, and they look really, really cool. So I love them so much. So it's really cool to have like a Pac-Man. I'm a huge Namco guy. Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, those were my games growing up, so I really love them. So it's really nice to see these just all third-party characters just being there. Oh wait, I forgot one more third-party character. Sans. Wait, what? Sans? Yes, Sans. So I was super excited for this as well. So as we know, as the release of Banjo, we also got another additional character on there in the form of a Mii Gunner. So a while back, a long time ago, Undertale was announced for the PS Vita. As a special edition from a website called Fangamer, where you were able to buy a special edition copy of a physical version of Undertale that came with a locket. And I went ahead and I pre-ordered it, and I got the game because I've never played Undertale before, and I really wanted to play it. I heard good things about it, and so I did. Amongst that, I went ahead and I bought, that same time, a figure of Sans, just because I've heard various things about it and everything like that. So I've had him for quite some time. You can actually tell that he's kind of like dirty over time. I need to actually clean him up. So I've had him for about like 2 years or something like that, as much as the game came out on pre-order. So I've had this little guy for quite some time, and I found it very funny that every time, I don't know if you can tell, but like under it, it looked so much like an Amiibo. And I knew that they did that on purpose. I'm like, oh, it's the same scale and everything up there. And then come full circle, Sora Limited Games, Sakurai and Toby Fox decided to cooperate with each other, and they decided to make Sans a fighter costume in Super Smash Bros. So that gave me the perfect opportunity to make him an amiibo. So what I did was, you can kind of tell, and I'm not sure, that there is a seam in the middle right there, and it kind of looks a little bit jagged on there. So what I did was I went ahead and I opened up the seam, and I was able to get an NFC reader and an NFC chip, and I was able to scan a Mii Gunner into him, and I made him into a Sans Mii, and a Sans Amiibo. And I will show you right here. So here is my Switch. Oops. See if I can pan that out. Oh, go back. There we go. And this will be essentially the same thing that I'll do with the Leaf, Pokemon Trainer Leaf, once it comes out as well. And I'm in the process of doing that with other characters as well. I currently have Sonic and Knuckles and Tails figures as well that I want to do that with. So it's just in the matter to do it in the future. So it scans as a Mii Gunner, but shows up as Sans. So really cool little thing on there. Not really hard to do. I just went out of the way, like I said, I just went out of the way to kind of just... I'll see if I can... There's not really a way to show the seam on there. Oh yeah, it does show up. I just went out of the way to kind of like just put like the seam, just open it up and put the chip inside. But if you just wanted to put the chip right here and everything, it wouldn't do anything as well. So, and I do plan on painting this gold in the future. He does actually come off of, he has like little pegs that he comes off on it. So I do plan on just painting it gold in the bottom and doing that and putting a little Smash logo on there. That would just be in the future. So that is Sans. So I thought that was really, really cool. And then just one more little unboxing that I wanted to do, just because it is technically an amiibo. It's not a Super Smash Bros. One, but I'm kind of excited to see how it works, because also I want to know if he goes as a Spirit or if he scans as a Link amiibo, because if he does, I'm going to make him a Link amiibo as well. And that is the Link amiibo from Link's Awakening, the remake that just came out with the game for the Switch. Came out today as well. So this game came out, and they have an amiibo that goes with him that unlocks the Shadow Link ability in the Creator Dungeon. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's get him out. And I currently don't have all of my Legend of Zelda amiibo up on display, so I was planning on putting them together just as a pan shot on there. I might post that in the community forums later on. I just have the just the links that are available as the amiibo right now that I'm using for Super Smash Bros. So, oh man, he is really, really cool. He's so adorable. He's got a little Hylian shield, his little sword. His hat is very, very small. Oh, but he's super, super adorable. I love him so much. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does on the Switch. Let's get that out here. There we go. All right, so we're going to put away... Oops. Yep. All right, let's see what happens with him. It does show up. Sorry, folks, I had a jump cut there. But, oh man, he shows up as a Link amiibo. That's really, really cool. So I might make him into a Link amiibo as well. It all depends on how Link's Awakening actually works. If you're allowed to take the data from the amiibo. Because a certain amiibo you're not allowed to. Let's say, for an example, the Splatoon series. If you have the Inklings from the Splatoon series, they will delete the data from it. So I had to find a way to back up the data in order to make the Inklings actual fighters in there. So I have to figure out if it will be the same thing as well. But he scans as a Link amiibo, which is really, really cool. So I might make him into a fighter. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. There are a lot of Link amiibos. I might make every Link amiibo a fighter. So far I have one for Dark Link. I do have one for the Fierce Deities. I do have one for this one. I think it's my Skyward Sword one. And as we know, my default Link amiibo is this one, and I do have the Breath of the Wild one as well. So that's really, really cool. So I'll get that down on here on the side again, and then let's just one last time. We see our 4 amiibo here, which is really, really cool. I am super excited, even though these came out today. I'm already excited for the next wave, so hopefully that comes out soon. I believe it was November was the release that they said now. So, and I'll keep everybody posted on the community page and everything like that when the next wave comes out, and I'll obviously make a video for that as well. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I really do appreciate everything. It's been a amazing ride. I love it. Everything, every day. I know I'm so excited to get home and continue working on these fights. It's been such an honor, such a pleasure doing all these, and we really hope we can continue to grow in the community and everything. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Smash on!